Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Kilma. This week's episode comes from Adam H. out in Rotherham, UK. He wants to know, how do you manage your time effectively as a DJ producer? What do you do in the week to prepare for your DJ gigs? Is it something you plan, schedule, spontaneous, or you what I call a last minute Larry? Alright, well, let's take DJ gigs and let's just make this one of many things somebody could be doing within their week. For me, I write articles, I record vlogs, I also prepare for DJ gigs, or like interviews, whatever. And let's talk about this spontaneousness versus planning. Now, Kyle, or DJ Cube, actually asked me in a later episode the differences between then and now. And I used to be a last minute Larry, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not the most efficient use of your time. Does it work? It can, absolutely. But the things that I accomplished within a year of planning and researching and like really executing is like, it's ridiculous in comparison of just kind of winging it. If you don't utilize your time, you're really missing out. Few things to keep in mind is that, one, you need a goal, you need a vision, that big picture of what's important to you. Knowing that helps you break it down into smaller things that you can accomplish each and every day. So for example, if you're a DJ that's coming up in the scene and you really want to leave an impact with your brand, then maybe planning that DJ set a bit, or at least practicing, is going to be something that really sets you apart when you go out and you do that DJ gig. And you know, the bigger goal in mind is that you really want to make that impact. So planning for that stuff can be really important. If we're having a conversation about, oh, you know, do I want to like plan each track one after another? I personally don't recommend that, just because you really need to feed off your crowd. There are artists that do that and it works out great for them, and that's fantastic. That's kind of a trial and error kind of thing. But as far as it comes to planning for anything that is towards something, that bigger picture, yes, absolutely. Practice, plan, yeah, of course. You can do it both ways, they can both work. One is just going to kind of settle your nerves a bit. So for me personally, what I do is I take that big goal, I break it down into smaller goals. I've got my big ass calendar for every month that I plan out. I've got my weekly planner, which is actually a mouse pad and super fantastic, because then when I'm online and there's things I have to do, it's all right in here. I make sure I get those things done. I have, of course, my daily planner, which is super fantastic when I'm on the go. And I also have a whiteboard, because sometimes it's nice to just cross things off every day. Get those things going. So yes, planning is absolutely important. I suggest getting the important stuff done as early as possible in the day, and just keep going from there. Execute. Planning is important. Execution is just as important. And part of that planning process is actually going to be a lot of research as well, so that you're utilizing your time. You're not just like, I need to do this thing and do it, but not know how to do it properly. And then instead of spending an hour doing it because you spent an hour researching beforehand, you're spending 5 hours doing it and then realizing, I should have just done my research. I should have planned. Do this. Planning is so important. If you haven't gotten that. Adam, thank you so much for your question. Please keep sending them. Hashtag Ask Kilma. You can send in a video question on Instagram. That would be super sweet. I'm going to leave some links down below for your 2016 planning. I've even got a few templates in there to help you budget, goal plan, all that fun jazz. It breaks down the importance of each one of those things, and you can download them for free. Also, link back to Kyle's question about the differences between then and now, so you can kind of get my personal experience in what was and was not working. And if my cheeks look a little big, it's because I got my wisdom teeth out last week. That was not fun. I don't know. But they did leave the wisdom, so they just took all the yolks.